and welcome to Mars and Venus on the Mix TV.
Woo woo!
Yay! Alright, so Mars and Venus is about bringing both genders together to talk about love, life, and everything in between. We have so many differences on things, but it's going to be great to hear some of the topics that we have today. So let's get to introducing the people. First, we have singer, songwriter, and co-host of the ABC talk show, Angela Muwezi.
Oh, you talking about me?
Hey. Give it up for her.
What's up? What's up?
And next we have a filmmaker and also the co-host of the ABC talk show, Kim Johnson. And now to our special guest panelist. First, she is one of the co-creators of the beauty and lifestyle brand Mix Me on YouTube, Whitney Renee. Woo! And next, she is the co-founder of a faith-based clothing brand, The Remnant Clothing, Brittany Scales.
What?
And last but certainly not least, he is an actor and also the co-founder of the social activist nonprofit organization Create the Change, Kevin Welbeck.
What's up?
Alright, so we asked our supporters on social media to send in some questions to present to our panel tonight, and they don't know what we're going to ask. So you're going to get their live response to all of these questions.
Yes.
Now, society is becoming extremely progressive, but it seems like we have a lot of double standards. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, amongst genders, and some are controversial every single day. But what are some double standards that you think exist right now, just off the top of your head? Anybody?
You know what? One came up, in someone's life, and basically, in conversation, hypothetically speaking, it was brought to my attention that a man would not move for a woman, like the woman should move for the man. So I guess, I know that some of us have been in long distance relationships before, but how do you feel about that? That the man should not or will not move for the woman, but the woman should move for the man.
That's literally my life. That's real because me and Brandon, my fiance, hey y'all, what's going on? Hey Brandon. Before he moved here, we had been together for about 5 years, and I moved to Los Angeles, and he followed me out here. And God really worked it out where he was able to get a job, and everything just kind of worked in his order for him to be able to come out here. But there was a lot of people that didn't think he should move out here for me, and that I should follow him. I should be wherever he is, or I should move back to Kansas City because he's there. But for that, I think that you have to be with someone who understands your dreams and who understands you and knows how both of your guys' goals and dreams work together, And so for what I wanted to do with my life, I couldn't be in Wichita, Kansas. You know what I'm saying? For what I wanted to do with my life, I couldn't be in Kansas City, Kansas. And so Brandon knew that if he really wanted to be with me, he'd have to move to Los Angeles. And you know what? For his goals, he had to adjust and say, well, my life and my goals can be there as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just, I'm following her, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also following my goals. I'm also following my future. And if I'm a part of that future, yes, come move for me, And there's no shame in that. And so, yeah, I don't know.
That nips that in the bud.
So
they got engaged. Any other double standards?
I'd say a double standard that exists now is probably the military. You have a lot of people who think that women who are in the military, they should be limited on the job that they take, which I think women have proven time and time again that they can do anything a man does. So that's definitely something that still lives on today, which is kind of stupid, but it's still true and alive. It's not true, but it's still alive, excuse me.
Okay, well, let's get to some questions that we have for you guys, which we are really excited to get to. Now, ladies, I have to warn you, I may be the host, but I have to represent the fellas today.
Come on. Hey!
So if you want to root for me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
If you want to pay me.
It's okay. All right, let me really get to the questions. Why do women sometimes expect men to be mind readers?
That's a good question.
Let me take it from the top.
From the top. From the tip.
Why do women sometimes expect men to be mind readers rather than saying what is on their mind and how they're feeling out of their own mouth?
Oh, so give an example, please.
Yeah.
No. What? I don't think that.
For example, you want me to know what your subtle hint of how you ask the question to me to give you an example. And you know what you already want. I mean,
Okay.
Point.
For example.
Point.
For example.
Okay, you got me there.
Example 4.
You got me there. You got me there.
Brittany.
Holy.
I don't expect anyone to be a mind reader.
Lies.
I think that is. I don't. I'm not like. I'm not like that. I think I communicate very well actually what I want and how I want it. I expect you to know that if I've told you 500 times. If you go on 7-Eleven, bring me a peach tea. Why would you not bring me a peach tea? That's not asking you to read my mind. That's asking you to listen to me when I tell you something the first 500 times.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Yeah, let's just
No. Absolutely
next
not.
question. I'm pretty sure
it's
Whitney is like,
So you're never like, oh, you went to 7-Eleven and just didn't bring me something because I was thirsty, but never expressed that you were thirsty?
if you go to 7-Eleven, bring me a peach tea or a Fiji water.
But if you don't,
it's been said.
When?
Now.
Yeah, if you say it now, but I'm saying if you did not say it before, if you did not say it when he left the 7-Eleven, you did not say you were thirsty, you didn't say you wanted anything, and then you get mad when he comes back.
I see what you're doing. That's not asking you to read my mind. This is asking you to have some sense. If you're going to get some food, if you're going to get a beverage, bring me something.
If I say,
why don't you only feed yourself? Why would you do that?
If I say I'm going out to 7-Eleven real quick, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Normally you would respond. So, I would say something. Hey, can you bring me back this too? Yeah. But if you don't say anything,
I would not do that. So I don't know how to answer that question.
This is not. Do you want to?
Yeah, I can kind of chime in. I think what the ladies, what you mean by, mind reading. It's not that we necessarily want you to read our mind, but kind of like Brittany said, we're showing you signs. We want you to read, body language and also history, the past. Take all of that into consideration when you're assessing the situation. But I can say there was one time where, this is like really specific story, but I was dating this guy, or we were starting to date. We weren't really dating yet. And he had mentioned buying flowers. And I said I don't really like flowers like that. Don't give me no flowers. Blah, blah. I said that out of my mouth. But then I felt kind of a certain kind of way because he had never bought me flowers before. I really did feel this way. And I was thinking and I brought it up about a month or two later, and I was just thinking you never buy me any flowers. And he's like, you said
exactly.
You don't want no flowers, but you're supposed to just
No. We're gonna go off what you say before anything else.
That's a mind.
No. This is the thing.
You don't say I don't like flowers and they get mad.
That right there is more of the gesture.
It's the gesture.
The thought behind the flowers.
No, because when I say I don't like flowers, I mean don't ever buy me flowers.
Okay.
I don't the gesture nothing. I don't like flowers.
Yeah.
If you tell me you don't like flowers, then I'm not gonna waste money.
I completely agree.
I learned my lesson. Yeah, that was a lesson learned.
I'm not gonna waste money on those flowers. They're gonna die and shit.
She over on Venus. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm teetering the line, not necessarily, whatever. But I learned my lesson in saying that, okay, if you tell a man, I don't like flowers, they're very literal,
Very.
Right.
So,
That's
if you say, I don't like flowers, then he'll be like, cool, never will you get a flower.
But I think that for this question, we're talking about mind reading are you mad? And you go, I don't know.
This is my thing. Can I speak on that?
I'm not mad. Oh, you're not mad? Okay, bye. I'll be right back. And then, you're gonna leave?
Can you speak on that?
What's the problem?
Can I speak on that?
Speak.
If I am with my significant other, and if we are committed to each other, you should know me. So even the fact that you are but even the fact that you're is something wrong? Then you know something is wrong.
But why are you mad that
it doesn't matter.
The fact that we're getting clarification.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want you to know me. I want you to know when I'm off.
You sound just like that.
Okay, all right, so we need to bring her in.
No, know if I hey,
No,
I
but
love you.
sometimes
Tell me what's wrong.
Sometimes it takes, every woman is different, every man is different.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to know how your woman is with expressing herself.
That's
and
why
you
I
need
would
to
ask.
know that sometimes when you ask and she'll say, "Oh, she's fine." And you need to make a mental note, she's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't get mad when she's struggling to express herself. Be patient with her and be like, I know you're still mad, I'm gonna check back. You know, the thing is that I just want you to know me. I just want you to know me. Even with that peach tea, I want you to think of me. I want you to be thoughtful and considerate of what I would want, what my desires are. And even if I don't vocalize it, you know.
So
you know.
No. So if you just ate and drank, and I'm like, oh, okay, baby, you ate and drank. Okay, I'm about to run to 7-Eleven, and you don't say nothing. Do I still have to bring you back a peach?
No, because the thing is, but the thing is that you'll walk past the peach tea, and you should think, oh, Brittany loves peach tea. I'm gonna go ahead.
But I will also
even if she likes it or not, like anything that makes you think of your significant other.
That's sweet.
No.
I just want you to think of me.
Look,
always think of me.
Well, I think that it's like both sides. So I feel like, yes, whether you're a man or a woman, I feel like it's important for you to know your spouse or your so and be like, okay, I know that they like peach tea, or I know that they don't like flour or whatever, but I feel like at the same time, we all have to be adults and use our words. Like, it's not, if you're an adult, like you should learn how to like communicate effectively and say, if I'm not okay, this is why I'm not okay, or no, I am not okay. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I'm not okay. I feel like it has to go both sides.
Or still figuring it out.
And so that comes with a conversation between you and your partner, and being like, okay, we are having issues communicating when something is wrong. So let's figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
we don't have trouble communicating when something is wrong. We have trouble communicating when you're not communicating with us.
Thank you.
Whatever. No. Then you're having trouble communicating. If she can't express herself, there's a problem.
I think just when you're asking the question, oh, is something wrong? The fact that you even have to ask that question, something's probably wrong. So maybe ask a different question. Like, ask the next question.
Teach us, like, what's the next question?
Because we know something's wrong when we say it's something wrong, but we got there and say, what's wrong?
What's the next question?
Because y'all like,
so it could be like, I noticed that I don't want to tell y'all what, because I don't know what the next
so should I
question
say, I noticed that you're walking around here with an attitude.
No.
I noticed you're stomping your feet.
I noticed
that I paid for.
I know the underlying cold soda that you're giving me.
That's not.
How about what's bothering you?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
Yeah.
And don't tell me nothing's wrong, because I know something's wrong.
Yeah, like I know something's going on.
Get out of my face!
You don't really respond to that,
I
though,
know
honestly.
something's going on. What is it? Is it something?
And then they go, you should know what's
But
wrong.
it's that is on her. You know what I'm saying? If she chooses not to express herself in that moment, that's on her.
Okay, I'm gonna close this question with this, because I'm gonna humble myself and be honest for a moment.
Yes.
Oftentimes with Ariana, I'll be like, I don't say what's wrong, and I want you to know what's going on, and I want you to figure it out. As a man, I want you to.
So you over here, talking about it.
I want you to figure out.
Because you're petty.
But a little bit. But I have the solution for, and I don't even know why I do it sometimes. But I think it comes from, you should know me. You should know what's wrong with you. Not reading my mind, but I get the point of that. But I think in all relationships, each person needs to find a way to humble themselves just to say exactly what's wrong at the time. It's just humbling yourself. And if you really love the person and you just want to get back to that love area, just say what's wrong quick so you guys can have the conversation.
Don't hold on to
as long as it ain't cheating. But so you can have the conversation and keep it moving. Humble yourselves, okay?
Humble yourself.
Sit down and be humble.